1. Abdul Kalam was born on October 15, 1931, in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, India. 2. His full name was Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam. 3. Kalam was the youngest of 5 siblings. 4. His father, Jainulabdin, was a boat owner and imam of a local mosque. 5. Kalam's mother, Ashiamma, was a housewife. 6. Kalam's father was not highly educated, but he was a devout Muslim who instilled in his children a strong work ethic and a commitment to learning. 7. Kalam attended the Schwartz Higher Secondary School in Ramanathapuram. 8. Kalam was an average student, but he had a strong interest in mathematics and science. 9. Kalam's dream was to become a pilot, but he was not able to fulfill this dream due to poor eyesight. 10. Kalam graduated from St. Joseph's College in Tiruchirappalli with a degree in physics in 1954. 11. Kalam then moved to Madras to study aerospace engineering at the Madras Institute of Technology. 12. In 1958, Kalam joined the Defence Research and Development Organization, DRDO, as a scientist. 13. Kalam's first major project at DRDO was to design a hovercraft prototype for the Indian Army. 14. Kalam also worked on the development of India's first satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3. 15. Kalam served as the Chief Project Coordinator for India's nuclear weapons program, Pokhran-2. 16. Kalam was awarded the Padma Bhushan in 1981 and the Padma Vibhushan in 1990 for his contributions to Indian science and engineering. 17. Kalam was appointed as the Chief Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister in 1992. 18. Kalam became the 11th President of India in 2002 and served until 2007. 19. Kalam was the first scientist and the first bachelor to become President of India. 20. Kalam was known as the People's President due to his popularity with the Indian public. 21. Kalam was a prolific writer and authored several books, including Wings of Fire, Ignited Minds, and India 2020. 22. Kalam was a strong advocate for space exploration and believed that India should have a manned space program. 23. Kalam was also an advocate for education and believed that education was the key to India's development. 24. Kalam was a vegetarian and did not drink alcohol. 25. Kalam was known for his humility and simplicity. 26. Kalam was a great orator and his speeches were often filled with inspirational quotes and anecdotes. 27. Kalam was a poet and his poems were published in several Indian newspapers. 28. Kalam was also a musician and played the veena, a traditional Indian musical instrument. 28. Kalam was awarded several international awards, including the Hoover Medal and the King Charles II Medal. 29. Kalam was a visiting professor at several universities, including the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad and the Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur. 30. Kalam was a member of several scientific and engineering organizations, including the Indian National Academy of Engineering and the Royal Society of London. 31. Kalam was a strong believer in the power of youth and often spoke to young people about the importance of education and hard work. 32. Kalam was a recipient of several honorary doctorates from universities around the world. 33. Kalam was a supporter of renewable energy and believed that India should focus on developing solar power and other forms of clean energy. 34. Kalam's famous quote, "Dream, dream, dream." 34. Dreams transform into thoughts and thoughts result in action has inspired many. 35. Kalam was known for his love for children and often interacted with them during his public appearances. 36. Kalam was a firm believer in the power of technology to improve the lives of people. 37. Kalam was an advocate for peace and believed that nuclear weapons should be abolished. 38. Kalam's book, India 2020, outlines his vision for India to become a developed country by the year 2020. 39. Kalam was a strong supporter of the Make in India initiative to promote domestic manufacturing. 40. Kalam was a supporter of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Clean India mission, to improve sanitation in India. 41. Kalam was a fan of the poet and philosopher, Tiruvalluvar, and often quoted his works. 42. Kalam's favorite book was the Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu scripture. 43. Kalam's birthday, October 15th, is celebrated as World Students' Day in his honor. 44. Kalam was a mentor to many young scientists and engineers. 45. Kalam was an advocate for women's empowerment and believed that women should have equal opportunities in education and employment. 46. Kalam was a supporter of the Digital India initiative to promote digital literacy and connectivity in India. 47. Kalam was a recipient of the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, in 1997. 48. Kalam was a supporter of the Swadeshi movement to promote domestic industries in India. 49. Kalam was a fan of the poet Subramanya Bharati and often quoted his works. 50. Kalam was a strong advocate for the development of rural areas and believed that rural development was essential for the development of India as a whole. 51. Kalam was a supporter of the Skill India initiative to promote vocational training and skill development in India. 52. Kalam was a supporter of the Startup India initiative to promote entrepreneurship in India. 53. Kalam was a member of the Indian National Congress Party for a brief period in the 1990s. 54. Kalam was a fan of the mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan and often quoted his works. 55. Kalam was a supporter of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliant India, initiative to promote domestic production and reduce dependence on imports. 56. Kalam was a recipient of several international awards, including the King Faisal International Prize and the Von Braun Award. 57. Kalam was a supporter of the Green India mission to promote afforestation and conservation of forests in India. 58. Kalam was a supporter of the Jan Dhan Yojana initiative to promote financial inclusion in India. 59. Kalam was a member of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, a right-wing Hindu nationalist organization, during his student days. 60. Kalam was a supporter of the National Rural Health Mission to improve healthcare facilities in rural areas of India. 61. Kalam was a supporter of the One Rank One Pension initiative to provide equal pensions to retired military personnel. 62. Kalam was a supporter of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana (PMJAY) initiative to provide healthcare coverage to poor and vulnerable sections of the society. 63. Kalam was a supporter of the National Nutrition Mission to improve the nutritional status of women and children in India. 64. Kalam was a supporter of the Digital India. 65. Kalam was a recipient of several honorary doctorates from universities around the world, including the University of Edinburgh and the University of Waterloo. 66. Kalam was a supporter of the Swachh Vidyalaya Abhiyan, Clean School campaign, to promote sanitation in schools. 67. Kalam was a supporter of the Namami Gange initiative to clean the Ganges River, which is considered sacred by Hindus. 68. Kalam was a supporter of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Save the Daughter, Educate the Daughter initiative to promote gender equality and girls' education. 69. Kalam was a fan of the Tamil poet and philosopher Tiruvachgam and often quoted his works. 70. Kalam was a supporter of the Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana initiative to improve the financial health of state electricity distribution companies in India. 71. Kalam was a supporter of the National Digital Library initiative to promote digital learning in India. 72. Kalam was a supporter of the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana initiative to provide crop insurance to farmers. 73. Kalam was a supporter of the Stand Up India initiative to promote entrepreneurship among women and minorities. 74. Kalam was a supporter of the National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme to promote apprenticeship training among youth. 75. Kalam was a supporter of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana initiative to provide affordable housing to the urban poor. 76. Kalam was a supporter of the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana initiative to improve irrigation facilities in India. 76. Kalam was a supporter of the Skill Development in 24 Key Sectors initiative to promote skill development in key sectors of the economy. 77. Kalam was a supporter of the Make in Maharashtra initiative to promote manufacturing in the state of Maharashtra.